All right, so what is up, South Dakota? We are YouTube, everything like that. So I just say South Dakota is where I'm at. We are here again at PB Thrift. So this is my homie Victor's shop. We come here a lot because, you know, we do a lot of business back and forth with each other. So if you've seen other previous videos, put them up here. The reason why I like to come here is because his shop is a lot different than our store in the mall, right? So like if you guys are selling sneakers on Instagram, whether you have a store in the mall or if you have a store like on the strip mall like what he has, or if you're just into shoes in general and you're thinking about opening a shop, this video was going to be a really good one for you because I want to figure out more what he's selling here than when I move in the mall, because I already know that the shoes that this guy's getting rid of is way different than when I move in the mall. Like you would think it'd be more of the same, but it's really not. So if you haven't liked, comment, subscribe, please do so. If you haven't followed Victor, give Victor a follow as well. I'm sure we're gonna pop up his name a bunch in there. All right, yeah, so we're here after hours, obviously. So we're, you know, my family, Victor's family, you know, we're all a big family here. So we came on over. I wanted to get this video done though tonight. So if we have something run by, sorry about that, that happens. Anyways, what's up, Vic? How's it going?
Good, how you doing, bro?
So throw Victor's name right here, PB Thrift. That's the guy, that's the store right there. So your TikTok, that's fun. YouTube, that's going. And then you have a goal, right? You're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by
Christmas, yeah. So starting to get into YouTube. I've been on TikTok for quite a while now. Starting to plateau, so we got to kind of move content to a different destination. We're giving YouTube a try. And when I say we, I mean me. You know, I have another camera guy. Shout out to Hassan Mukhtar if you're watching. But we're at like 200 subs right now. Our goal is to hit 1,000 by Christmas, so I'm being quite conservative with the goal.
Oh, that can happen.
You know what I mean?
Go sub to him, please.
Yeah.
You guys, if you're subbing to me, go sub to him. Get that done so we can get that moving. Hey, why don't we do some sort of giveaway or something? I'm sure I'm going to have to buy something with all the stuff my kids are ruining.
I mean, at this point, we might as well. Yeah, I'm down to give away something for sure. Absolutely.
Right. So we'll think of a giveaway. Maybe at the end of the video, we can figure something like that out. And yeah, again, if you haven't liked, comment, subscribe, please do so. So what I want to do in this video, I want to kind of go around, and the purpose of this was I wanted to see what sells at your store compared to like my store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're mic'd up so the people can only really hear us, but you know, they can hear them. That I'm
Just
sorry.
watch the massacre of Sesame
Jesus,
Street.
this can't, no.
Hey, let's put them in the car.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, take two on that one. So we went ahead and got rid of the gangsters that were in here turning up. Anyway, so this video, so what I want to do is, I don't sell, let me just tell you this. I don't really move SBs. I really don't move like dunks that aren't like big time like TikTok dunks or like, you know, like trendy stuff. In the mall, I'm moving very trendy Pandas, Flavorz, that type of stuff, which is great. You know, I love my customers, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But would you say it's different for you in a strip mall? Because you worked at the store,
Right.
You know what I mean? So you saw what it was like at the mall. Did you expect it was going to kind of be that way? So when you opened up this store, were you trying to like keep that like, so advice-wise, like if you have a store like this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when I worked at Sneakerflavorz, I worked there for what, 6 months?
Yep.
Maybe more. 6 to 8 months, let's say. And yeah, I mean, like you said, all we were really selling was, you know, dunk lows, mids, a lot of Jordan 1 mids, you know, a couple Jordan 1 highs here and there.
Too, yeah, mids.
So naturally, you know, I'm opening up the store, and I think I have the right experience because I was at an actual sneaker store. So I was stocking this place up with mids, dunks, Jordan 1 highs and all that kind of stuff. And we opened, and then a month in, I'm looking at my wall, and a lot of the stuff that we started with, we still had. From opening, oh man, I know we bought a bunch, you know, first month, and we bought just a collection full of Jordan 1s and stuff, and some sold, but the colorways that sold, I'm talking like Court Purple 1s, Royal Toes, Bread Toes, the more higher end Jordan 1s,
So you're
those
moving
sold.
the higher end one, okay.
Yeah, but the more GR Jordan 1s, you know, stuff like Paulins, Volts, Taxis, Volts, Paulins, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's not really stuff that moves here, man.
And look at this, you guys. Some of the best prices in town, obviously by far. You know what I mean? And that's the great part about being in a strip mall area, right? You don't have as much overhead, so you don't really have to do as much, you know, as far as like an upcharge on it. You know, at our store, we do negotiate, we do go down in price, but that's what's crazy to me is a shoe like this would sit here for $250, right? And it's just because, but for me now, right? An SB dunk, like look at this shoe. This is beautiful, the Hennessy SB. Like
Hennessy
this is
SB.
insane. You just got this today, right?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay, so a couple of weeks ago. And then this shoe is gonna be like gonzo, this shoe as well. Like when you say SBs now, you move more SBs than what, anything you were telling me?
I will ironically move SBs quicker than dunks. And
So like
stuff
we
like
move
that.
like eBay stuff, like these ones. Again, it's coming down to if you're gonna be in a mall, if you're gonna be in a spot like that where you get a lot of foot traffic, you're gonna move trendy stuff. Like I have the eBay ones, we moved, what's that other SB, that really popular one, the Lagoon Pulse, like that type of stuff. Like we'll move those. But any SB that I feel has like history to it and is like really dope, or even like the nerdy sneakerhead stuff, we don't move at all. So again, if you're gonna be in the mall or if you're gonna be in a strip mall, it's so different with the inventory. Even over here, right, you're saying, like with these Yeezys. Now with the Yeezys, I move Yeezys like crazy. You said now what, you're not investing in them as much?
Yeah, I mean, as far as, and I mean, would you consider these more GR type of Yeezys, I guess you could say?
Definitely these, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? This maybe not so much, I think this was a European release.
Right.
And then, but like these for sure, you know what I mean? And then this is obviously like a grail, right?
That's the V1, and we'll sell V1s pretty quickly. We'll sell a V1 quicker than a V2, which is kind of insane to me because V2s are obviously more widely available and whatnot. People on paper seem to like V2s more, but a lot of the sneaker enthusiasts and real sneaker, I hate using the word real sneakerheads, but a lot of, you know, those kinds of people, they'll come in here and they'll appreciate this kind of stuff before they appreciate this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And very tricky market to explain. You really have to be in this store to really get it. And I mean, shoot, I'm the owner and I still don't really get it sometimes.
And then also personal preference with you, right?
Yeah.
Have you kind of found out that you have to buy shoes that you don't like because the customer's gonna like, or because he's still snotty about shit sometimes? Like he won't buy something if he don't like it. Like here's an example. He called me the other day, right? A guy came and brought a Jordan 4. These shoes don't come out, you know, the Thunders, right? Put up a picture of them. Right there.
I got them right here.
Right here. See? He didn't want to pay $10 more on it. So he sent the guy to my store and I gladly paid 10 more bucks. Now again, that's a margins thing. I know Victor will be like, well, it's smart, I'm saving money, which probably, but you gotta say, come on, man, how could you pass on a shoe like this? Like, why wouldn't you want to pay in that? Do you feel like you're not moving fours enough, or do you not believe in the shoe?
So we do move fours, and like I said, my audience, I guess you could say, is very much, I hate saying knowledgeable and stuff, but more sneakerhead stuff.
Okay.
They know that prices were gonna fluctuate once they release. These don't come out until what, mid-May?
So they're
I
not buying them because they don't want to pay the tax.
Because they're gonna go for it on sneakers themselves. Right. Now, after they take that L on sneakers, like we all are probably gonna end up doing, that's when they're gonna come in here, and that's when I'm gonna start buying stuff. We do move fours, but it's a lot of, you know, bread fours, Raptor fours. A lot of the fours we see here, it's older stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we don't have a single, think about it this way, we don't have a single canvas 4 in here.
No.
We don't have, I think we have like
no
one
military
pair of midnight
blacks.
navies, barely any military blacks. We have one pair. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we move in here, and we have a lot of people that come in here. And the combination of shopping around, talking with me, just talking about shoes, really geeking out about this kind of stuff, the average person is in here maybe an hour.
So, okay, now going back to what we said. Now, there's things that he sells that I don't sell, back and forth. That's what this video is about, right? So, Yeezys, boom. That's one thing that I move like crazy, which is kind of sitting here. SBs is another thing I don't move, and then he's moving like crazy over there. But something now, what do we both move? If you're going to be selling out of your car on Instagram, which you've done for a long time,
Yeah.
right? And that's like you earned your stripes going up that way. And then going into a store or into a mall, what's the shoe? I'm gonna pick a shoe and you pick a shoe
Sure.
that we're both always gonna sell, right? So you pick one shoe, I'm gonna pick one shoe.
Okay.
All right, so now I picked a shoe. Now the shoe that I picked is something that like, I'm so up and down on this one. This shoe has been something that's obviously re-releasing all the time, and something that you as a sneaker reseller could easily get your hands on, and probably get your hands on retail if you tried hard enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then buying shoes at retail and flipping them obviously is your best bet. But Panda Dunks, I could open a store and just call it Mark's Panda Dunks and just sell Panda Dunks all day long. You know what I mean? And I still think I could do that for a while yet. These are moving like crazy, and I want to say, not only did I buy a bunch from Vic, like you've gone through a bunch of these, and I've bought in bulk from you, and you still buy, and you still sell a bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is one I picked. What'd you get?
I got the Reimagined 3. Like I said, I cater to a more sneakerhead type of audience, but I'm talking, you know, hype beast, casual, traditional sneakerheads. This thing we've sold so many units of these things. Like it is absolutely insane. And if you are a on the street type of reseller, you don't want to go for the niche stuff like SBs, SB highs, that kind of stuff. You really want to broaden your audience as much as you can. And like Mark mentioned, before I opened up a store, I was selling on the street for a year and a half, 2 years. This kind of stuff, you want to play it safe because assuming that you're just now starting, your capital is super, super low, and you can't be as risky as you'd like to be yet. So yeah, this kind of stuff always going to move. And like I said, pandas, that's,
And
girls like it, everyone likes them.
And so this is also something like what he was saying, this is also cheaper. So instead of going and getting a Jordan where you're spending $220, if you're going and you're selling at Instagram and doing whatever too in the beginning, this is something good if you can really concentrate on scoring for retail. Because even resell on these markets like 145, right? 145, 150.
Yeah.
So that means if you're going to be able to, if I were a reseller, I'd be going for 150. You know what I mean? Like $5 over market or something if I'm going to sell to a guy, right? And then obviously in stores it's more and it goes up higher. But this is kind of where I'm at. Now, are you still moving as much of these? Like, it's still going as quick, or is it slow down or fast? What?
Now, before I answer that, I will say one thing. If you are a sneaker reseller, making $40 on a shoe that you spent $110 on is 1,000 times better than making $40 on a shoe that you spend $250, $260 on.
Yeah.
Percentage-wise, that thing is going to be a killer. Now, to answer what you just
30,
said,
40%.
Right. Now, as far as do we sell pandas in store, we do. I will say we slow down a little bit. The pandas that we do sell, it's really only small sizes, so a lot of women buy them. Men's pandas, we do not really move much in here.
Okay.
And before, a couple months ago, I would go on Instagram and be like, hey, I'm buying pandas because that's all we could sell. Now, these past couple of months and probably the whole 2023 so far, I haven't put a call out on them because I don't see them moving here, and we've had stuff sitting here, and that's what the Panda has done for my store personally, but I know, Mark, your store is quite different.
Well, you know what's funny about this is these are both two shoes that we move like crazy in both of our locations, whether it's a strip mall or a mall. But with this shoe, it slowed down for me some, and I think it's because of just the hypeness of it. Like, now we've moved on, right? So this came out and it was dope. Like the Jordan 1 Reimagined came out, it's all anybody wanted. Then this came out, it's all anybody wanted. Now the 4s are out, and it's an early shoe, so now that's all anybody's gonna want until it releases, and then it'll just slow down for me completely. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we're at there. With that being said, we've got this shoe, we've got this shoe, we've got this shoe. In the comments below, well, I don't know what do you think about this, Victor? Hopefully they pick this one.
Yeah.
But we can do a giveaway, and we can split the cost of it. Only if, what's the date today? Today is...
It's the 24th of April, 23rd of April?
23rd of April, so we will give you all the way until June 1st for you to gain 100 more subscribers. You gain 100 more subscribers between now till June 1st. We will give away one of these 3 shoes that you leave in the comments. If he goes 200 more subscribers by June 1st, we'll give away 2 of them. And if he gains 300 more subscribers, we'll do all 3.
I'm down.
That sounds good?
I'm down. We're at 200 subscribers right now, so I mean,
that'd be 500 for all 3. So that means you guys got to share, you got to like, you got to subscribe, you got to move it around. If you guys like free shit, then do it. It's that easy, literally that easy. Now, I like to do this. So now, you have some grails back there, right?
Yeah.
Just a couple things. Now, if I didn't show my audience the grails real quick, I want to show them really quick. Sure. That's okay. Are these on your website, or are you trying to figure out pricing for them still?
Figuring out prices on the Skunks and the Dooms. Like I said, we have a lot of SB customers that come in here, and like a lot of, to a lot of SB heads, this is a grail. You know what I mean? Like, this is their Off-White Chicago. This is, their baby, you know what I mean? So seeing it in hand, like, people take the most photos of that stuff. Obviously, we have stuff like Travis 4s and like Off-White stuff, and that's more the new sneakerhead stuff. But people, as far as like grabbing it, taking a photo of it, that kind of stuff is really what gets people in here.
And I've tried to buy this shoe so many times and stuff, and it's just like they're pretty so attached to it. So yeah, I mean, moving that stuff back and forth, and then and I was giving you shit about knowing about the shoes, because that's a great thing about this business is that when you come in, you can learn so much every day about this stuff. But like, he just showed me dunks I've never even seen, like this over here. Like, I've been in shoes for freaking ever. I didn't know what the hell this was. Like, I'm gonna get burned in the comments. Right? No, Jordan 1. No, whatever.
He's still learning. He's still learning his shoulder pads. Give him his time.
No, but this is a Dornbecker, right?
It's a Dornbecker.
That's crazy. I hadn't seen that. Roast me and you want in the comments, but that's what's crazy. And that's another thing. A lot of these kids are afraid to get into like selling shoes or moving shoes and blah 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 because they think they don't know enough.
Right.
It's not about that. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't be out there just like, don't do it. You need to love it, obviously. As long as you love it, that's one thing. But don't be afraid to kind of jump into something, because you can always learn. You're going to keep learning more, but this is pretty fire.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't know. So What did we learn today then? You move SBs and
Audience matters.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Because like I said, we talked about shoes that we sell here that moves. We sell, and we never talked about clothing, like hype clothing. I sell a lot of Supreme. I sell a lot of Essentials. Stussy I sell. Whenever I get Stussy pieces, they go fairly quickly, stuff like that.
And
So
is it the used or both?
both, honestly, both.
And are they coming in? Because I heard you or you just said, man, I need to get more Essentials.
Yeah.
Like, so
No.
that's moving. Okay.
Exactly. Just
And
stuff like
that stuff moves for me too. So, and I think with clothing, I think that's more of a broader thing where everybody can kind of agree, right?
Right.
And then like in the prices aren't too different from spot to spot there. All right. So that's pretty much it. If you want to open up in a strip mall, we've showed you what sells more in a strip mall. If you want to be in a mall, we've told you what sells more in a mall. Again, just make sure you're working with people. And yeah, if you haven't liked, comment, subscribe, please do so. Follow Victor over here, PB Thrifts, the TikTok too. That's always funny if you need some chuckles. And Poppy's always over here too. All right, peace.